From a ferry in Indonesia that crashed clean into dock, and a rare Canadian tornado that sent people's trash cans flying across the street to a bear in Lake Tokyo that kept popping into a local gas station. And a delivery driver in China who desperately tried to save his truck. Here are some incredible moments caught on CCTV cameras. Number 1. Ternate is a small Indonesian island in the Molucca Sea about 2 million people in main city. Most on them rely on ferry service to hop from island to island. One of largest ferry service is a state-owned company called PT Ferry. On May 11th of 2023, one of those PT ferries was pulling into boat which weighs about 1,500 gross tons suddenly lost control, when strong forced on it, off course, thankfully. The dock workers was to run. The boat smashes through a bridge like it is made of toothpicks and then, take out the entire landing. At least the collision was enough to slow it down, but now, it's on crash course with another boat. The other operator turns their ship just enough to avoid a head-on collision. The two ferries scarp sides and eventually stopped moving. A couple of grainy, aftermath photos show some of the damage. It's a miracle! Nobody was injured. According to PT Ferry General Manager, the collision caused about 25 billion Indonesian rupiahs in damage that equal to roughly $1.5 million. Number 2. Lake Tahoe is a vacation hotspot in United States, while about 40,000 people live in Tokyo area. Millions of tourists flocks there every year, but there's other group of intelligent mammals that people need track of. Black bears, apparently bear love popping into gas station and grocery stores in Tokyo area. According to the USDA, there are between 25,000 and 35,000 bears living in California. Many reside in the Toho Basin. In August of 2022. One of them learned where to kick snack on 3 separate occasions. The same walked into this store in Kings Beach, a small town on the northern shore of Lake of Tahoe. One of the employees, Paul, tries to make himself to look big to scare the bear away. Instead, his lunges at him. So he backs off. At different occasions, a young man slaps the air and manages to scare it out of store. He is either the bravest and dumbest man. And gorged itself on crackers and candy. Then, he wandered into grocery store. According to reports, bears were captured and released into wild. Number 3. On October 9th of 2018, a truck driver was heading over a bridge, overlooking one of those rail yards that something went catastrophically wrong. Someone uses their phone to record the CCTV footage. Keep your eye on the right side. Once the train passes, a man passes out near the tracks. He has no idea what's about to happen. Right as a truck comes across the bridge, support suddenly gives away. Man just barely escapes the time where the bridge collapses. Aftermaths. The footage puts the accidents in perspective. We were not sure what was the collapse, though it looks like road just after the support beams accident. The truck driver was sent to the hospital quickly. Number 4. February 17th of 2023, the driver was supposed to deliver some iron canisters to a scrapyard, and apparently one of them was full of toxic chlorine. When video starts, then nothing seems out of ordinary. Suddenly, a canister from the background bursts open and starts spraying out of an ominous light yellow vapor. It quickly fills the entire scrapyard to a solid yellow color. It looks like the green goblins about to fly in southern China. Thankfully, the delivery driver was okay. According to Chinese officials, the gas dissipated without causing any environmental harm. Number 5. On May 25th of 2023, the driver prepared to make his urged shipment of the day when he smelled something did not right. He jumped from the cab and his phone cargo was on fire. The original plan was to take them down one by one. As you can see, the fire spread pretty quickly across the foam. The only way to save the truck was to remove the entire load from the truck. Unfortunately, the truck was parked in a narrow alley. In the end, he could not save the truck. According to reports, he was carrying the blocks of polystyrene foam.
In the end, he couldn't save the truck. He tries using a rake to pull something out of the cab. Whatever it was, it got lost in the fire. According to reports, he was carrying blocks